What do you want?
A unicorn.
No,
Apparently you're
I
quite...
never thought of that.
You
That is a good answer.
can apparently deliver those, I understand.
I can, yes.
My first question for you, Constantine, is in the film there's that amazing breakout sequence. Piggy and Kermit told me earlier that was all trickery. That was actually a puppet they used in your place. Is that true?
Which part?
When you're breaking out of the gulag.
No, that is actually me breaking out of Gulag.
It's documentary footage.
Yeah, well, it is a film. It is film written by screenwriters.
But you do your own stunts.
I do my own stunts, yes. That is actual. That is not CGI.
Now, last year, when I visited the set of the movie and the movie was in production, just a few minutes after I met you, I fainted and I ended up in the medical bay. What did you do?
Well, did we happen to touch? Did you touch me?
I fear I might have touched you.
I might have a little bit of venom on my skin. I do not know. Sorry. It was not intended for you.
Let's risk it again, shall we? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, let me give you a proper hand, yes.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with that one.
Bye-bye.
Get out, Brendan. Somebody escort him out.
In the U.S., a big sport is baseball, and pitchers, when they're done, they ice their arms, shoulders, wrists, and you see that with the guys, the Muppeteers. It's a lot of work, and it's very intense. It's so skilled what they're doing, but they're basically like athletes. Eric wears like patches, on his arms to kind of like keep inflammation down, and it's intense.
I couldn't work out where he would be in that car. I mean, physically where...
There was actually another Muppeteer in the car who was much smaller.
Right.
And he actually would curl around the back with his legs in the front and his body around the back, and then reach up. Whoops, sorry. I'm apologizing to this cardboard. Reach up his arm like that. It was incredibly difficult.
That's a tough gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had it easy by comparison.
I did.
Must have
Every
been a
human
riot.
does. It's so fun. It's such a fun place to go to work. They're the most inviting group of people. It must be I'm assuming this is a culture that was created by the culture that was created by Jim Henson and Frank Oz. But these guys are just so lovely. They've been doing it for so long together.
Yes,
they really care about each other.
They're like a real troupe, aren't they?
They really are, and they come from all over in the States.
Yes.
They work in New York on Sesame Street together. They work in L.A. mostly for Muppet stuff, but they live in Chicago, Connecticut, Northern California.
But do you know what? We feel like we own them in a
Do
way
you?
because of the show in the
Yeah,
70s and our relationship with that. And, and we paid for it. So.
Yeah. So there's that.
We feel like we feel a kinship.
I think that
with
entitles
them,
you too.
I think, actually.
Yeah.
And if you could see the interviews that were going on with them at the moment, you see how strongly invested I think we are with them.
Yeah.
And I have this experience where there's no one in the room but me and Kermit and Piggy. Was it like that with you?
Well, eventually, it was a little bit of an adjustment, when you first get there and you're like, you're basically trying to integrate yourself as gently and as humbly as you can, because they have a machine that's been working so well for so long.
Yes.
But after a few takes, it's insane how comfortable they are in character, and how quickly you do become that's your scene partner.
And they seem to be so good at improv and ad-lib. Were they up to that?
Insane. It's amazing. But if you think about it too, they're improvising in character far more often than they are scripted in character.
Right.
Because they're doing all kinds of live events. All the time.
Yeah.
They're flying off to do, a benefit or something.
Yeah.
And that's not even taking into account the amount of time on set. They're very generous folks. So if a set visitor comes and they bring kids, they'll go on their... Or adults, 100% adults. They'll take their break time and go and spend 10 or 15 minutes playing with the kids in character, and it's
we can learn a lot from
thing.
these guys, I think.
Yeah.
Ty, thank you very much for
Yeah.
coming to talk to me. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cheers.